Freedom of the press is a key part of the republic we live in. Without it, we would lose a large part of our individual liberties in this society, and our country would become more similar to North Korea. Scarily enough, Trump is very anti-media, as can be seen in this quote. "Stick with us. Don't believe the crap you see from these people, the fake news. What you're seeing and what you're hearing is not what's happening." As well as in these tweets. With a leader telling us not to listen to any news outlets but the ones he personally sides with is damaging to freedom of press, considering a very powerful man is using his platform to silence news outlets speaking unbiased truth.
That shows you this is an obvious outside globalist force. Of course they come here and say our veterans and our police are the enemy, because they're the enemy. The globalists are the enemy.
Alex! I just want an interview with Alex. I just want an interview with Alex.
We talk about that was seen as radical. Hey, let's bring the Daily Show guy up here.
Why can't I?
Let's bring the agitator on in here.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey man, how you doing? What's your name?
Hey, they keep pushing me, but I just wanted to sign up for the open mic.
No, the Democrats are never violent, like the Black Lives Matter events and attacking the Trump people.
I'm not a Democrat either. I'm a nihilist.
I know. But the Daily Show's not a Pentagon weapon program.
I'm not on the Daily Show. I'm on MySpace.
Okay, well that's good. But listen,
Hey,
I mean, you seem like you're upset.
I want you to have sex with my wife.
So you're trying to be shocking.
No, not at all. Here's my hotel key. I want you to have sex with my wife. Why does my pee-pee come out yellow? But when
Now I know what's going on. This is
Hey,
thank you.
I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I'm trying to get Zootopia tickets. I'm trying to get on stage. I'm trying to get on stage. I'm trying to get on stage.
You're not Martin Luther King! You're not!
Hey,
You're not!
Coachella sucks this year.
The protesters are still out in force, but let's be honest, they're not protesters. They're crybabies with nothing better to do than meander around the streets with their participation trophies and false sense of purpose.
Liberals, leftists, conservatives, and white nationalists all have conflicting ideas about what the true facts are. Well, facts are facts and cannot be debated nonetheless, so we must choose what media source is delivering the most authentic version of every political, social, and environmental news story.
It's the same thing we've seen time and time again with these so-called protesters and demonstrators. It started with the Occupy Wall Street brats, moved on to the more militant and overtly aggressive Black Lives Matter More crowd, cycled through the DNC paid violence instigators, and now here we are in November of 2016 with President-elect Donald Trump and a crowd of misfit babies formed from every failed movement, all sandwiched together to become the largest group of whiners the country has ever seen.
News sources are predominantly considered either liberal or conservative media outlets. On TV, the majority of our country either watches liberal news outlets such as ABC or CNN, and conservatives watch Fox. Other niche online news outlets such as PETA or InfoWars report on specific issues that appeal to the more far left or far right leaning groups. Certain media outlets such as InfoWars, Breitbart News, and gossip magazines are illegitimate media sources due to their lack of concrete evidence for the things they are insinuating.
You know, they tried to scare me to not wear this hat. My own friends, but this hat, it gives me power in a way. You know, my dad and my mom separated, so I didn't have a lot of male energy in my home. And also, I'm married to a family that, you know, not a lot of male energy going on. It's beautiful though, but there's times where, you know, it's something about, you know, I love Hillary, I love everyone, right? But the campaign, I'm with her, just didn't make me feel as a guy that didn't get to see my dad all the time, like a guy that could play catch with his son. There was something about when I put this hat on, it made me feel like Superman. You made a Superman. That's my favorite superhero.
Alex Jones, the man you saw being heckled by Eric Andre at the beginning of this video, is the head of InfoWars. InfoWars is, in my opinion, a constructivist news source since Alex focuses in on right-wing conspiracy theories about turning frogs gay and debunking the moral foreground of the Democratic Party.
Humanity's going to come together. Ah! Ah! We know we're under attack. We know it. We're breaking the conditioning. Ah! Ah! We're coming for you, globalist. Ah! Coming for you. Coming for you. Messages. They tell your kids they got to love Justin Bieber, and then Bieber says, hand in your guns, pass the Cybersecurity Act, and the police state's good, and then your children are turned into mindless vassals who now they look up to some twit instead of looking up to Thomas Jefferson or looking up to Nikola Tesla or looking up to Magellan. I mean, kids, Magellan's a lot cooler than Justin Bieber. He circumnavigated with one ship the entire planet. He was killed by wild natives before they got back to Portugal, and when they got back, there was only like 11 people alive of the 200 and something crew, and the entire ship was rotting down to the waterline. That's destiny. That's will. That's striving. That's being a trailblazer and explorer. Going into space, mathematics, quantum mechanics, the secrets of the universe. It's all there. Life is fiery with its beauty. It's incredible detail. Tuning into it. They want to shut in your mind talking about Justin Bieber.
Broken household name usually set in hostility. What is MF?
Other countries that view or read American news assume America is a certain way by the way that the channel or article presents certain topics. If someone was to watch Fox News instead of CNN, they would have a much different opinion on America's current political climate.
Right above my government Doomsday, either unmarked or engraved, hey, who's to say?
Media is used not only globally, but also nationally to inform individuals impacted by a situation, higher authorities, and viewers. When there is breaking news and a news channel reports about it, if that information is false, exaggerated, or biased, it effectively misinforms all viewers. Based on the information in media, the government can make decisions on how to respond and how to inform people nationally, and citizens make decisions on their stance on current politics. Chaos would ensue if the media distributed false information on a national scale. Alex Jones, the man you saw being heckled by Eric Andre at the beginning of this video, is the head of InfoWars. InfoWars is, in my opinion, a constructivist news source since Alex focuses in on right-wing conspiracy theories about turning frogs gay and debunking the moral foreground of the Democratic Party.
Doomsday, ever since the womb till I'm back.
CNN is the most liberal of all news outlets we discussed today. Therefore, they are the most liberal in terms of global politics as well. Liberals believe that to strengthen our economy, we must have good international relations, and not jump to war to solve international relation problems.
The bang bang, known amongst foes for flow without no talking orangutan.
Fox News is a good example of a realist news network since the network is conservative, and conservatives usually fall along the spectrum of realism when it comes to global politics. Realists believe that strategic planning and war are the best solutions for diplomatic issues.